comes down to you keep asking questions and clarifying and twisting and trying to figure out what the real issue is, and they don't have one. The best case scenario is that when they realize they don't really have an issue, that they end up just want to come on board. So again, all these closes put a fork in the road and make them have a decision. They can either say yes and come on board, or they're going to have to give a legitimate concern that we can then overcome. And the idea is you don't want to ever end a meeting without understanding the legitimate concern, because you have nothing to go off of. Secondary question close. You can see here, pose a major decision with a question, and then right after that, have another question lined up. So, are you considering opening this account? And I'm also curious about how you feel between, investment A or investment B. I'm also curious about how you feel about the lump sum or the annuity. Just a way to work in a major decision, and if they were thinking down their head that they want to sign up with this, they would address that question. Yes, I was considering it, and after meeting with you, I'm thinking I'm leaning towards the lump sum. That's the reason we hold that. And if they don't, and they don't get a response from you, you can know in their head that, okay, they're not there yet. They're not at that step. It's not going to kill the meeting, but it's just like a trial close, just kind of putting your foot in the water and seeing, if they're going to bite back with the idea of opening the account. Similar situation close. With the herd mentality, everybody wants to be like everybody else. Nobody wants to be different, especially when it comes to these companies and their finances. So similar situation can be used many ways. A very common one here is you're calling somebody, they have an advisor and they want to come to the workshop. Mary, most people that I speak with at the company already having somebody help them out with their retirement plans. So don't let that stop you. A lot of the people that I know actually come to the workshop already have an advisor they're working with. They're just coming out to get some company-specific information because they're not feeling that they get that from their Merrill Lynch or their Morgan Stanley or their Wells Fargo advisor, whoever it may be. Similar situations. If you're asking for referrals, most people that come to the workshops bring one or two guests along with them. Who would you like to bring along with? Therefore, you're giving them a similar situation. You're getting them thinking, I'm now being the outcast if I don't bring a guest. I am not the norm if I don't have a guest. So, similar situation, and everybody trends to want to be part of the group. Most people are uncomfortable opening the account right away because it's something new for them. They've actually moved such a substantial amount of money. But what you find out is by doing it while you're still working, you'll get more and more comfortable, and that's what I seem to find with my clients is that they feel comfortable actually making the decision before they leave the company because it's just a smaller portion of their net worth. All similar situation closes. Higher authority close. This one for us is going to be along the lines of having a rapport or an account with an employee's direct authority figure, so their boss, their manager, the director, whatever it is. This one is great to use, with closing business, and especially if the person respects their superior. So that's a sticky situation there. You need to remember that we're always using open-ended questions. Find out what their opinion is on the person first before you use it as a higher authority. So don't go going around and commenting on how the director is going to be attending the workshop, and you should too, because if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you. And they have a terrible relationship, or they despise the director. Make sure you first uncover somebody, who they respect. You uncover that it's somebody they respect, and you can bring them into the situation. You let them know they're coming to the workshop, or it's something you've put together a retire kit for in the past, and make sure that when you use a higher authority close, it can be very effective because of the respect that you will then receive from having a client or somebody you work with who's respected in their eyes as well. So that's just a brief overview of some of the closes. The Tom Hopkins books we have here have plenty more, but these are probably some of the most common ones and effective ones that we use just here at the Retirement Group on the telephone and in our Retire Kit meetings. Any questions, you can always call into the office here, but I just want to thank everybody for listening in. Take care.